Welcome to another Let's Play of Paragon. Last episode we went ahead and we kind of played a little bit of one of the characters, but um, we missed on a couple key points, a little bit of information here and there. So I'm going to try and make sure that we get the right information in on this video for you guys today. Um, I know we were talking about cards, um, and I want to make sure that everybody understands what the cards actually mean. Now, I did a little bit of research on it. I'm not going to claim that I did a whole lot, but I did a little bit, guys. Um, and I just want you guys to understand that there's some interesting stuff going on in here. These guys really like to complicate things. Not just might just be me, but man, it's crazy the amount of detail they put into this. I'm thoroughly impressed with these guys and what they've done with the game. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get the game launched, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun here, okay? Um, and let's see if this actually is gonna go as quickly as I want it to. Oh, if only you guys knew what just happened here. That is hysterical. I have just managed to launch Paragon in the wrong window. I mean, in the wrong screen. This is crazy. I have a screen on the right hand side of my main monitor here that's in portrait mode, and if you know what that means, just tip your screen onto its side, and that's what you got. Um, and Paragon is all sorts of skewed right now, so let me get that switched over to another side, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Hmm. Well, I guess that's a good sign. That means that they do support multiple resolutions. Um, but I'm pretty sure that that's just a glitch. So, let's see if this is something. Yeah, they don't even they don't even have the option uh, to set it to a different window. There we go. Alright, let me see if it'll let me go. For those of you that can't see what's going on here, which is all of you. um, Whoa, yeah, that's totally not what we had in mind. Hmm. Well, guys, I can't even really show you, I don't think, about what's going on here. There it is. Look at this. I mean, it is completely skewed. The problem is that when I'm in here, I I can't even select uh the screen that's supposed to be on. This is not good. Alright, I'm gonna get out of there. We're gonna try something just a little bit different. It seems like I'm having little difficulties here and there. Um, when I shouldn't at all. Um, I do think I have an idea what might be going on, though. I did shut off one of my monitors last night, and I'll bet you it changed what my main display was. So hang tight. I'm going to switch over to a different display. And I'm gonna go as far as to say that's probably what did it. So let's try that again, and hopefully it resets the resolution. No guarantees, obviously, right? Oh yeah, that worked. All right, guys, here we go. I'm gonna get it pulled up here real quick. All right. There we go. Looks like I got that fixed now. All right. Well, this ought to be better. Let's try this. All right, get that fixed. Or does that look better, guys? You can see that, right? Right on. Well, here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping right now that we're actually getting the full 1080p 60 frames per second. So, um, I'm going to just do a short video today, just kind of explaining the cards, and we're going to go through it like that first and foremost. It's it's kind of interesting, the layout that these cards actually have. But it's really simple to find. If you guys want to check it out, go to paragon.wiki/cards. And this is where I'm actually pulling all of my information from. So I want to make sure that everybody understands how, not how, but where I got that information, and then how to actually pick your cards and go from that standpoint. So, anyways, so basically, we're gonna go over the slots. Whenever you're playing the game, if I go to profile here, go heroes. Let's do Gideon again. As you level up, you're actually going to get more cards. Just so that everybody can see this, right here is the first unlock that you're going to get. That's your master unlock, I should say. And you can purchase this. You can do the master challenge at any point, so long as you have enough reputation points to do it. And I believe it's like 70. Yeah, look at that. It's either 75,000 rep points or 1,300 coins, which you can purchase with whatever your currency is. I believe right now it's just taking U.S. currency. Don't quote me on that. That might be other states as well, or other nations as well. Let me know if you guys know that or not. I'm not sure myself. But then anyways, as you level up your hero, you start moving down this. You see this little path right here around the first circle, and then it goes in and then up and then around this path and then back in here. Hero level 10 is going to be it. That's done and done. That's your last master challenge you can do. If you complete a master challenge, you also get to get a change of clothing. You get to put on a new suit. The goal for me, though, is to try and get every hero of mine to level 3. At least for those that I have card decks. I I think I've got one of them at 4 now. I think I actually got one of the other characters there, but yeah. So, anyways, this is one of the fun things we get to do. Level them up. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. Decks here. For your decks, and I'm going to pull up Gideon. That's the guy that we were playing yesterday. That is last night or this morning, depending on your time zone. Anyways, you're going to see Prime here. Primer, you're going to be those really cool special cards. They're Prime Helix cards. And they're going to be pretty much similar across the board. I believe everybody gets the same 3 Prime Helix cards. They're going to be slightly different. I believe in the card background by your character. But you do have the Archmagus, you do have the Centurion, and you got the Warlord. Each one of them have different stats. From there, you're going to move on to your equipment cards. And these are the things you're going to get in your card packs. As you can see, I've already got a couple in here. Not a bad little collection, but it's a little collection. So, tons of cards. I mean, guys, I'm scrolling through this, and there are tons of cards. They've got a few cards in here that I've never heard of. But each category, you've got growth cards, you've got fury cards, you've got universal, you've got intellect cards, order cards, just tons of them. And then you've got your upgrade cards as well that you can go and look at. These are the cards that the equipment cards. You see these ones with the 3 dots on the bottom? Those are upgradable cards. And once you've placed one of those cards in your hand while you're playing the game, if you have extra points, you can click on that card and go to an upgrade card that you've picked and put in your deck for that character, and you can apply that card as one of those 3 upgrades. So you can fill one of those 3 upgrade slots. I'm hoping that someday they're going to have upgrade cards that are going to have like 4 slots. We'll see. Wouldn't put it past them. Really cool stuff. But anyways, 3 looks like the max right now. And I guess as maps get more complicated and longer and more difficult, they might go from what they call early game, mid game, and late game. Those are the 3 types of cards you're going to see stacked. For the most part, you're going to see like cost cards. These are level cards, okay? It's also their cost. It's how many card points have been put to this. This is a level 3 card. There are level 1, level 2 cards. But for the most part, when you're looking at these cards, you got, see right here, 1. It's a 1 cost 1 card point. It's a level 1 card, and you're going to have only a few of those. I have yet to see any that that you can get that are higher than that, or they're the same level 1 card. And actually, let me look at this really quick. If you guys go to the wiki, seriously, they've got all the cards just laid out. I don't think that they're very updated though. It looks like this is an old old card deck, because it looks like some of the graphics are a little bit out of date. Actually, I'm gonna go as far to say as the graphics are really out of date. I mean, I'm looking at some of these that I know that I have, and they're missing their graphics in the background. They just have kind of a placeholder, which is too bad. But anyways, here's what we'll start off with. Card types. So basically there's 3 types of cards that you'll see. You're going to see the Prime Helix, where we talked about that. You're going to see your equipment cards and your upgrade card types. The Prime Helix card is a special card that you can activate, or that can be activated when your team completes a secondary objective. So you can, when you're playing the game, you can find the objective in the jungle. That's that middle area between lanes. Okay, so you know where you have the harvesters and stuff like that in the kind of the central area, and you're kind of running through the jungle. Anyways, you find that, that's how you're going to activate the Prime Helix card. Totally worth doing it. You should definitely, every single time you're playing this game, you should have one person jungling. I mean, except for at the very beginning. Now, and that's just a playstyle choice. I haven't seen where that's going to make any difference one way or the other. But yeah, there's just so many different play styles, and you can either have somebody jungling at the beginning and just trying to kill stuff. They're not going to do very good at the beginning trying to kill things. They might be able to kill something and get a little bit of an experience bonus, but I guarantee you it's going to hurt them. You're better off to wait till you level up your character a little bit and you're more in the mid game point. That's when you should definitely be jungling. My suggestion is, from the get-go, get out there, get to one of the lanes. You're going to notice that you have the three lanes. You've got 5 players. If you guys do it correctly, what I would suggest you do is send 2 players down one lane and 3 down another lane, and just leave the other one open. Don't even worry about it. Just leave it open. Rush down them. Just rush down them and gank whatever player is down there. I mean, just annihilate them. If one of you guys have to split off from the 2 group to the group of 3 to help them because maybe they have 3 of the heroes over there, then do it. But the point is get everybody over there, because the beginning of the game, before the minions get to any of the towers, you're going to be playing a waiting game until the minions get to the towers. If you guys can rush up there and kill whoever is there, whatever hero is there, great. You're going to have to do it quick because they're going to try and pull back. So that means you're going to need a lot of firepower right off the bat to put them down. So get in there, get it done, go quick. That's one of the best suggestions I can say. But anyways, that's a tangent there, off of the jungle thing. Anyways, and thus Prime Helix. But we're gonna roll back. The second type of card, you got your equipment cards. They're basically your items. Okay, they're the things that you can use. Some of these cards are going to be passive, and some of them are going to be active, and some of them are have passive and active attributes. But they fill the 6 card slots that you have. So let's see here. It says that the cards will give you a small bonus, obviously. You'll get more powerful as you upgrade them. Of course, most equipment cards have 3 upgrade slots. Boom. Most equipment cards will have a bonus passive thing. So, like I said, the passive bonus will become available once you get all 3 of those upgrade slots filled. Okay. Not if you just get 1 card in there, or 1 upgrade card in there. You have to get all 3 of them filled. Otherwise, you're not going to get that passive bonus. You have to get it completely upgraded. Also, let's see here. Most of the items, but not all of them, without actives, give statistics equal to 1 more card point than their cost when they're fully socketed with upgrades. So, anyways, read up on that. That's in the card types on the Paragon wiki, and I'd read that. But to be quite honest with you, I'm just gonna suffer trying to paraphrase it for you guys, and if I read it word for word, I'm gonna feel really weird. So, moving on, upgrade cards. Um, how can I say this? An upgrade card is an upgrade card. You're gonna put that within one of the equipment cards to make that equipment card more powerful. Okay. Um, there it is, guys. I got it. The different types of equipment. Now, you remember the other day I asked you guys, um, what on earth the universal, the corruption, the fury, the growth, and all that junk was? Well, apparently, it's their affinity. And the affinity of the card is kind of a way um, for them to kind of add more of a dynamic strategy to the game. Um, so, anyways, let me just read, let me quote this. I'm going to read this quote. Each hero in Paragon has at least one affinity, with most having two affinities. Heroes are restricted to choosing cards that match their affinity and or affinities, while universal affinity cards are accessible to all heroes. So, for example, Grux has the affinity Corruption and Fury, and therefore can only choose cards that have a Corruption or Fury or Universal ability. Man, see, now that's something that's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure on the Universal one. I mean, I felt like that's what it was, but I wasn't really sure. Not gonna lie. So, um, anyways, that's basically the start. Um, so they do have uh, different types of these affinities. You've got your corruption, your fury, your growth, intellect, and order. Okay. Um, let's see here. Interesting. Corruption is twisted. Darkness, ambition, death. Examples of black abilities would be debuffing enemies. Now, why they call it black? That's corruption. Anyways, life draining, I guess is the color of the card. Life draining, manipulation of the shadow plane, damage over time, or spending life to gain a resource advantage. I guess that makes sense. Fury, passion, impulse, and zeal. Examples of red abilities. So yeah, they're referencing the color of the card. Would be attack and movement speed buffs, critical strikes on wounded foes, powerful long range damage abilities, or bypassing an individual's defenses. That's good stuff. I like Fury. I really do. There's just something about DPSing that's just great. DPS, damage per second, right? We played. If you haven't played, damage per second. No harm, no foul. Glad you're playing. Glad you're interested. Uh, growth is another one. Growth, instinct, nature. Examples are of these green abilities would be healing buffs, resource manipulation, regeneration, point blank area damage, or increased structure damage. Yeah, I don't get the increased structure damage. That seems pointless to me, to be honest. Once you build up, yeah. Anyways, if you do enough DPS, who cares about structure damage? You're gonna blow it up quick, anyways. Just make it so you can kill the other heroes too. That's that's my opinion. Knowledge, manipulation. No, let's try that again. Knowledge. No, I was right. Knowledge, manipulation, illusion. That's great. I felt like I read that wrong. Examples of blue abilities would be cloning units, buffing structures, so you can make them really sparkly and shiny. Make them take that glow and just shine right in your eyes to where you can't see a dang thing. No, no, no. That's not what it means. Buffing structures, make them stronger. Make the towers stronger. Make the towers do more damage. Stuff like that. Revealing enemy locations. Okay. That's a cool one. There's an item that you can use that actually you place it. They can't see it, as far as I know, and it lets you know when they're within range. It's kind of like a miniature radar that helps populate information on the map. Pretty cool. Disabling enemies, fast escapes from combat. Really good stuff. Or time manipulation. I have yet to see the time manipulation one. That sounds fun. All right, order is order, protection, and light. Examples of white abilities would be removing debuffs. Why are they? Yeah, I guess debuffs. Debuffs are going to be damage causing buffs, so the opposite team puts a spell on you. We'll just put it that way. It puts a curse on you, a spell or whatnot. It's called a debuff, all right? Or something that's going to tick away or damage you over time, or make it so that your attacks are weaker, or make it so that you can't move as fast. Those are debuffs. They're things that are making you less capable at what you do. Something that they cast on you that messes you up. All right. One of the examples would also be preventing damage, healing allies, strengthening defenses, or even self-sacrifice. Well, okay, guys, I did not see that one coming. So the order is perfectly okay with you calling committing suicide. That come on, that doesn't sound right, people. Self-sacrifice. I don't know. Maybe that means that you are maybe okay. Maybe I won't go as dark as the whole suicide thing. I'm not trying to joke about that. I take it very seriously. So don't read me wrong on that. Self-sacrifice. Maybe that is. I remember in other games you could place a buff on your tank if you were healing per se, and whenever the tank got hit, like half of the damage that the tank took would be redirected on you as the healer. So you would be able to lessen the damage that they took and essentially join your health pools together. It's kind of tricky, but maybe that's what they mean by self-sacrifice. I hope that's what they mean, because otherwise that is just jacked up. All right, people. So I think what we've kind of figured out here is that affinities are core. These are very important parts of this game. So, anyways, there's different types of cards, and let's just put this. We'll read these ones off. These are good bullet points here. Universal cards can be used by every hero. That's awesome. That's good to know. That makes sense. It's good confirmation for me because I wasn't. I feel stupid saying I wasn't sure on that one, but yeah, okay. So I was a bit stupid on that. What can I say? I'm only human. Um, all other types depends on whether or not the hero uses them. So heroes can use up to 2 different types, or just one type of affinity card. So that's going to make things very difficult. I guess I can see why that would make some of these guys more difficult to use than others. For instance, Kalari. Look at him. He's only corruption. That's it. Gadget is only intellect. But yet she's easy. Why? That I don't understand that. Um, Twin Blast. Only Fury. I don't understand that, guys. Why are those within? Why are those marked as easier characters to play as opposed to Grux, which is advanced, or um, you know, I don't understand. Like, why? Help me, people. Explain that to me. All right. So that's all based on their affinity, but it says that this does not affect the Prime Helix cards. So Prime Helix cards are universal. That's just period. There's 3 Prime Helix cards. That's just how it is. There are also different rarities of cards. So you're going to have the starter cards, which are gray cards, basically. Nothing special. Then you're going to have the common cards. We've seen those quite a bit. Those cards typically are going to give you better stats. And then the uncommon common cards. Those ones are weird because sometimes they give you better stats, but then they also give you an odd off-the-wall stat that may or may not actually apply to your character. Something to look into. So, anyways, so we were playing Gideon, so let's get back into that. This was basically just about the cards and how those work. So, if you guys want me to give more information on the cards, let me know. Drop it in the comments below, and you know, just let me know. Let me know what you think. That's where we're gonna go from this. Uh, that's what's gonna determine what we're gonna do. So, anyways, this video has been going on long enough. You guys have had half an hour of me chit-chatting, messing up the launch of the game, and all sorts of other junk. Let's make things a little bit simple. Keep this thing down to about a half-hour video. I'm going to rework my deck, my card deck for Gideon, and as soon as that's done, I'm going to go ahead and start the live stream again, and we're going to go ahead and get in there and kick some butt with some newfound understanding of the card system. So this has been, what, episode 3? I believe, episode 3 of the series. I would like to thank everybody who has viewed this, who's supporting us. I'm very, very thankful for all of you guys out there. I hope that this is content that you enjoy. I want to also do other games, so if any of you guys have any suggestions, any games that you'd like me to play, maybe give some detailed information, let's do it. I've played quite a few games, and my Steam collection just keeps growing. Got some really awesome friends that just love hooking me up with games. Um, not to mention the fact that I love hooking them up with games. That's no joke. Seriously, I've got a couple of friends that have just about got to tell me, Luke, you need to stop. All right, you need to just don't give any more games. I've already got enough. But no, nobody ever says that. They're just happy to have the games. So anyways, guys, do me a favor. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe down below. Leave any comments, any questions that you have for us. And let's see if we can't maybe get my wife to play one of these Let's Plays, and see how that goes too. She can be a real hoot, and she is completely different than me when it comes to gameplay. She's the type that likes to set it to insane, just to see how hard it is and to see how quick she can die. Because for her, that's humorous. Absolutely humorous. I struggle with those because I have got to win, guys. I have got to have a strategy. But hey, if you're interested in hearing my wife play one of these games, watching this, yeah, it might be some fun, right? Anyways, all right, guys. Take care. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Like and subscribe as always. And God bless. You guys take care. Keep your eyes firmly set on taking care of your family and loving those around you. Keep a smile on your face. Again, be blessed. We'll see you all on the flip side. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Let's get started. We are on Paragon episode 4 of